For those of you that are new here, hi, my name is Jewel. I am a digital artist and also a junior tattoo artist. I worked at a shop between December 2022 to December 2024. Really quickly, I just want to add, I don't give a fuck how chopped I look. We are addressing everything today because nobody has decided to stand up to Pablo yet, and I'm fucking sick of it. So it was recently brought to my attention that the owner of Gaslamp Tattoo Gallery in Yucaipa, California, Pablo Plasencia, he decided to make 2 videos dedicated to mainly me. He also calls out a few of my other friends and some people that also work there as well that I am close with now. I'm gonna go over everything that he says and then give you proof and screenshots of everything that's actually true. I'm gonna play this first clip and then we're gonna go over that point. So.
And Joe Lizard, not cute. So anyways, Joe Lizard hits up my wife and tells her that I was doing shit. I may have hooked up, done my dumb shit in the past, but bruh.
I want to point something out really quickly before we get on to the actual point. Every time he gets a cheating accusation on him, he always blames the woman. He never blames himself.
Nothing happened. You're a dumb hoe. You talked your ish. And that was wrong with you for trying to, what were we trying to do? Cause my wife a heart attack or something? Like, you know she's not well. Yet you decided to message her, tell her these things anyways.
So he claims that I tried to give his wife a heart attack. So he doesn't explain the reason why I initially texted her, and that was because me and his daughter were already having problems with each other about something completely unrelated. So the reason why I texted her mom is because her mom made a vague Instagram note that said, "You and your gay BF are both clowns." I don't know, I'll put the screenshot in the video, that way you can all read it. But that was the only thing I texted her. After I sent that message, I immediately blocked her and I went on my way. Her and her daughter both blew up my phone the day after. Meanwhile, her mom is texting me on my phone number saying, "Oh, you're just a little girl, like you don't know shit. You need to worry about your own relationship." I was just like, okay, whatever. Like, I don't care.
I don't know, man. I hope you get fucking hit by a bus or some shit. I don't know, like, because you deserve it and so much more.
He also says, "Oh, I hope you get hit by a bus," and all this other BS. Like, you call yourself a Christian man. I'm sorry, I grew up Christian. You were the complete 180 of that.
See, Joe Lizard also hit me up for, we had a flash sale. And I get a, "Hey, you didn't run this past me. You didn't okay. Apparently we had to use some of her flash." Bitch, I own it. You did it here. You posted it here. I got news. Sorry, man. I'm sorry about your luck, but it's mine now.
So he brings up the flash. Now, here's all the messages that were said between me and him in DMs of me confronting him. You can pause to read. He claims that any flash made in the shop is immediately owned by him, no matter who designed it. Not true. First off, I was not working at the shop when I made these designs, which I'll throw right here real quick. I stopped working there back in December of 2024, and the flash that I just showed on screen was designed in April of 2025. Not once did I ask him for compensation. I asked for the minimum, a tag. I asked for a tag to the post because, surprise, I'm the one who made that design. So
they don't get to call me out talking about, like, I didn't get a shout out or tag or, like, you know, do I get a cut of this, like a percentage, bitch?
Quick note, I also want to add in, I never signed any contracts. I was never told from the beginning of my employment there until the end of it, any flash that is designed in that shop is his. I'm not going to harass a grown-ass man over $60 for a flash design because my anger was directed towards him claiming that the design was his, not the money.
Are you gonna pay for your needles? Are you gonna pay for your food? Are you gonna pay for... You paid this about, like, everything ever, like, you know.
I paid for my own needles, and I also bought my own supplies when I would guest spot there.
If you had to go get me a paper towels or something, like, you're paid every last time.
He brings up about how I asked him to pay me back for everything. There were so many times where I bought waters for that shop, where I bought supplies for that shop, and I did not ask for the money back because I felt bad. I finally had enough when I decided that I lost over $50 just buying supplies and then not even getting a fucking thank you for it.
I don't want to hear your fat ass talking about, I don't know, man.
Fat ass. My guy, I understand you can't see yourself in the mirror because you're too busy reading your daughter's notes that she handed to you, but just take one fucking second to look, please.
Really. This broad, we gave her literally everything she could want: clothes, food, companionship, brotherhood. Like, I thought we were peeps. And then just all of a sudden, out the blue, decides to ghost us all.
So then he decides to bring up my sister-in-law, Maylee. So Maylee was also an apprentice there. She worked there for not a couple years, but a little over a year.
Ghosted us. Why? I don't know. The only thing I ever heard was that we babied her too much.
So Pablo brings up that she was babied too much. So this is in reference to something that I had told Priscilla on the phone about a few months ago, because Maylee had confided in me about how she felt like she was being treated like a child and she was never allowed to do anything and that she only had to obey orders that they gave her, which included throwing her outside for events, not letting her come back in, not letting her tattoo. She ended up leaving without saying anything because she didn't want to confront Pablo or Priscilla, because while she was working there, she was being verbally and emotionally abused constantly by those two. I understand the tattoo industry is about tough love and being an asshole, but she came from an abusive situation prior to being in the shop. She's not gonna learn by you constantly yelling at her and berating her all because she did one thing wrong. Which I also want to add, they never treated me like that. Yeah, they would get in my face and yell at me about fucking stupid shit, but they never got in my face the way that they got in her face. They had some kind of like power control dynamic over her. They did not give a fuck. So then we get to the situation where Maylee froze.
I was fucked up. Bitch, you literally like froze mid-tattoo on a client. Put up into a little ball. Held yourself crying. And I was
The reason why she froze is because she felt like she fucked up the tattoo, which is understandable. But then both Priscilla and Pablo got in her face and started screaming at her that she's fucking it up, she needs to stop, oh, she needs to do this, this, and that.
like, this sucks. She couldn't compose herself, did nothing, so like, I forget what happened, but I'm assuming, I think she had to get picked up and put somewhere down, and then I finished the tattoo probably, I don't know, but like, fuck, bro, like, that ain't professional, that ain't cool. That's what we get for being up here, right? Just kind of stabbed in the back, like, fuck you. Sweet.
That's what we get for being there for you, right? Really, dude? You want pity after this? When you're making the most narcissistic fucking comments right after you explain everything.
But that happened. But we were there for you the whole time. Every time you got dumped or you claimed your mother did, I respect your mother, not hit against her, but you did do an awful lot of venting here against her, and we had your back the whole time. Just listen to you, cool, whatever. Yeah, and you're getting a free sleeve by my brother. Hey, still, you don't get broke off for being a dick.
So Pablo's brother wanted a human canvas to work on. He ended up asking Maylee, and so him and Maylee both agreed on it. Never once did Maylee beg for free work. His brother offered that to her.
Mr. Christine. All right, bro. You sent a message to my daughter. I don't know if y'all know, but during what was it, EDC? Yeah. So for all those of you who don't know, EDC, my daughter was there. Somebody passed away. A piece of something came off of like the food places. There was high winds, and it apparently hit this girl.
So then my friend Chrissy gets brought up. I'll tag her. I'm not sure if she wants to be part of this or whatnot. I'll let her explain her side of the story, because what he brings up next, I wasn't part of personally, but I do want to talk about the topic that was brought up. So the EDC incident. So what happened with that is me and Priscilla both went to EDC together along with 2 other people. First night was completely fine. On the second night, me and Priscilla hung out for a little bit when we first got there, but we ended up splitting up around 9 o'clock. I didn't see anybody until the next morning when we would all meet up at my car. Eventually everybody meets up, we all get in the car, we start leaving. I noticed Priscilla's kind of out of it, so I asked her, I'm like, are you good? She said that when she was in line waiting for food, there was a girl in front of her, and this is what she told us. I can't confirm or deny this. She said that the winds were so strong, the metal rod that was holding the food vendor's menu sign up ended up detaching and it hit the girl straight in the head. It essentially just sniped her. That's what we were told. I can't confirm or deny this, but I will say the entire week after EDC, I spent looking online for any sort of evidence of this, and the only thing I could find was this news article that says that it was 2 men that died, but completely unrelated to what she said. Now, the only reason Chrissy knows about this is because we ended up leaving extremely early on the 3rd night. We were on the phone with Chrissy as I was driving back from Nevada to California.
But that's just not on me. Y'all suck. You know, sorry, Joe Lizard, that I didn't smash while you were trying to show me your titties and booty, and everybody fucking here was like, what the fuck? Like, I was trying to fuck, oh, she's trying. Everybody knew you were trying too hard.
This part fucking kills me. Like, there's no fucking way. He brings up how I was trying to get with him sexually. Like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, you are fucking repulsive. Ironically enough, it was the other way around. Every time I would go there when his daughter wasn't there, he'd constantly make jokes about getting with me. And then he'd always he'd find some way to bring up my chest or my ass. And might I just add, I could not stand to be around him for more than 5 minutes because of how much he reeks of alcohol and sweat. He says that I tried too hard in front of clients and everybody else. My guy, your apprentices that I was whatever with, including your daughter, were touching me on my chest and my ass every day I worked there. It got so bad where me and his daughter had lesbian allegations from multiple people. But of course, he's not gonna admit that. Neither will she.
But she on Ozempic and still can't lose weight, just so you know. I mean, like,
you try to come at me about being heavy, even though I've made an effort to lose weight. You, sir, have been the same size, if not bigger, since the moment I met you. You try to come at me about my weight when you haven't even made one single effort to shed an inch off.
Yeah. Anyways, this fat hoe called me out for the flash. Messaged my wife, who's got like 7 terminal things, that I was cheating. Cute. Y'all have ammo now. You want to talk some shit? You're welcome. Now you don't have to lie to people. I'll put that shit on blast, right? You fat fucking hoe.
He ends his live by talking about everyone individually, just going over all of his daughter's notes. So to end my video off, I'm just gonna say this. You are a pathetic shell of a man. You claim to be a Christian, yet you're over here, 44 years old by the way, starting beef with women in their early 20s. And unfortunately, your Nepo baby daughter follows right in your footsteps. Maybe you should try hiring some real artists instead of having rinse and repeat apprentices that you cannot handle once they realize how badly they're being treated, because you have not had a real artist work in that shop since before I started working there. So unless you have proof of the shit that you spew, keep me out of it, because I guarantee if a female artist worked there, she could not last more than a day because of the way that you treat everybody, including your daughter. I have busted my ass multiple times for that shop with no thanks in return. I have had multiple clients complain about that shop being disgusting and not feeling comfortable being there because you are a creep to them. You are that one creepy shop. And the more I think about it, no other shop in Yucaipa can compare to the way that you run that shop. Do better and stop harassing me just because you're mad about me not wanting to deal with your petty bullshit.
I deserve at least a thank you for, the years of equipment, supplies, teaching,